it becomes an external structure because it is now protecting the most delicate and yet the most important organ of the body. But when you have a look at the head, you will see 7 avenues of access into the brain. There are 2 ears, there are 2 eyes, there are 2 nostrils, and there is a mouth. Everything we hear or have ever heard, everything we see or have ever seen, everything we smell, and everything that goes into our mouth, whether it be food or drink, has an effect on the brain. Our decisions determine our destiny. So how important that we know something about the decision-making part of our brain. This is an area that many people are ignorant. The little book, The Ministry of Healing, which I see is up the back in the foyer, it says in there on page 127 that the only hope of better things is the education of the people in right principles. It's a tragic thing today that in Australia, 50% of Australians have, are, or will suffer from some form of mental illness. And 1,700 cases of Alzheimer's is being diagnosed every day in Australia. These figures indicate that many people don't understand their brain, and they don't realise that we have more control over what we do and even what we say than we think we do. So in this short little time I have with you this morning, I'd like to just open the door a little bit and show you the parts of our brain where we make our decision and what influences them. So we're going to begin by looking at the brain. Now the brain, from side on, it looks a little bit like this. And there is what's called the limbic system. And the limbic system basically takes up about that part of the brain. And this limbic system is often called the emotional brain. And I think we all know about emotions. And I think we all know that emotions aren't a very good guide because they go up and down like the wind. But there's another part of our brain that God designed to actually control that limbic system, that emotional part of the brain.
According to Dr. Barbara, mental health challenges often arise from a combination of biological, environmental, and psychological factors. Biologically, genetics play a significant role, as a family history of mental health conditions can increase susceptibility. Additionally, imbalances in brain chemicals such as serotonin or dopamine and physical health conditions like chronic illnesses or hormonal imbalances can significantly impact mental well-being.
You will have a look at the brain like this, and in the front part of the brain, and we're going to call this the right side of the brain and the left side of the brain, and I think the way you're looking it is. So in the right part of the brain, you could call that the I want section. That's down there. Sorry, not the I want, the I won't. Now this is a very important part of the brain. Where it's very important is, no, I won't have that cigarette. No, I won't have that cup of coffee. No, I won't have that big steak. I'll have a bowl of lentils instead. And on the left part of the brain is the I will. And the I will part of the brain is also very important because I will get out of bed and exercise this morning. I will go to bed early. I will make decisions that are helpful for my body. So you've got the I won't and you've got the I will. And we need a little bit of balance in there, and that's where we come to. Right in the centre is the I want part of the brain.
Environmental and social factors also contribute, with trauma, stress, and adverse experiences like abuse, neglect, or significant loss being common triggers. Socioeconomic conditions, including poverty, unemployment, and unstable living environments, add to the strain, while social isolation or a lack of supportive relationships can exacerbate feelings of loneliness and depression.
Depression is actually an effect. It is not a cause. There's a very interesting book by an American doctor named Dr. Neil Nedley. It's called Depression: A Way Out. Every chapter starts with someone else's story, showing how they conquered depression, using some of the simple principles I'm showing you now, and some of the simple principles I've been showing you all week. Dehydration affects depression. Late nights, depression. affect depression. So you can see what we're doing this morning. We're pulling those 8 physical laws we looked at this week, and we're pulling the 8 mental laws together. We should always have our detective hat on. Do you know, recently I consulted a private detective, and I said to him, "Oh, you're a private detective, so am I." I love the detective work of discovering why someone has a certain condition. It's Newton's third law of motion. To every action, there is an equal and an opposite reaction.
On a psychological level, ineffective coping mechanisms, low self-esteem, and certain personality traits such as perfectionism or a tendency toward pessimism can increase vulnerability. Additionally, adverse childhood experiences often leave lasting effects, shaping how individuals respond to stress and challenges. Understanding these interconnected causes is essential for addressing mental health effectively and implementing preventative measures to promote well-being. How to prevent mental health issues. Preventing mental health issues involves fostering a healthy lifestyle, building resilience, and addressing risk factors early. While not all mental health issues can be prevented due to genetic or unavoidable life circumstances, adopting proactive strategies can significantly reduce risks and promote overall well-being. Here are some key approaches.
Fasting. An easy way to do it is to have breakfast like a king, lunch like a queen, then have an 18-hour fast through to the next morning. Or come to Misty Mountain Health Retreat, where we make it really easy for you, and you do 2 days on vegetable and fruit juices. That's a shocker. It's a shock to the body when the food stops coming. That's one shock. The next shock is finishing every hot shower with a quick cold. Notice I didn't say long cold. I'm kind. That's a shocker. You'll go, it's a shocker. But it's going to stimulate your brain to release the brain-derived neurotrophic factor, new brain cells. Number 3, high-intensity interval training, running for your life for 30 seconds up hills, then having a break and then doing it again. That's a shocker. Feel like you're dying.
Maintaining physical health is crucial, as regular exercise, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, and avoiding harmful substances like drugs or excessive alcohol can significantly enhance mental well-being. Building emotional resilience is equally important, which can be achieved through stress management techniques such as mindfulness, meditation, and deep breathing exercises. Setting realistic goals and cultivating a positive mindset by focusing on gratitude and reframing negative thoughts can also help. Strong social connections play a vital role in prevention, so maintaining close relationships with family and friends, seeking help when needed, and engaging in social activities can provide emotional support and combat loneliness. Creating a balanced lifestyle that includes work-life boundaries, time for self-care, and spending time in nature is another effective strategy. Early intervention is essential. Seeking therapy or counseling when early signs of mental health challenges appear can address issues before they escalate. Additionally, managing unresolved trauma through professional support can prevent long-term effects. By incorporating these proactive measures, individuals can build a strong foundation for mental well-being and reduce the likelihood of developing mental health challenges.
I hope you found these insights helpful for promoting overall well-being. If you have any questions or need further advice, please drop them in the comments below. I'm here to help. Remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more valuable health tips, and explore our other videos for more ways to enhance your wellness journey. Take care and see you in the next video.